you know, March break is one of those times. Raised 7 children, as you know, not a million like she always says. Only 7.
7's a lot.
But you know, we were in that position where we just couldn't. It was not financially viable for us to always go away for March break. And we kind of felt bad about that because that wasn't the same for a lot of the families nearby.
Right.
So I always tell families, look, here's the deal. We know it's a trade-off. You've got to take Christmas holiday, or you've got to take a summer vacation, or whatever the case might be. So chill out and just do some fun stuff.
Right.
Some of the best memories my children have now as adults are these times where we stayed at home and we did some fun things.
I like the idea of having some kind of a challenge in the kitchen when it comes to cooking. You say to this day, and your kids are grown up, a lot of them, they remember having these family challenges. You'd invite their friends in to come in and be judges. And you would all compete at making different recipes in the kitchen.
Yes, and just last year it was really interesting. One of Nikki's friends came out. Nikki was in from Thailand. Her friend came in from Alberta. We were sitting around. Now you can have a glass of wine with your kids and their friends, which is awesome. And we're all sitting around, and that's all they talked about.
Was the family challenges.
How would we would cook together, and how do you remember when we did this, and do you remember? So it was not only memorable for our children, but it was memorable for their friends as well.
So don't worry about the mess, because it will be a mess. There's going to be a lot of people in the kitchen. How do you organize it? Do you just figure out a couple of recipes, or do they get to make whatever they want?
Yes. So today I suggest that. I suggest get them to pool their ideas together. Then pick 2. So today what we're doing is we're going to do a chicken burger competition. And we're also going to do this cheesy bubbly bake the next segment.
Nice.
So these are easy things to just change up the ingredients. And how I think of it is this. Think of your favorite restaurant that you love to go to, whether it's Chinese or Vietnamese food cuisine, whether it's
Ethiopian
or Indian or whatever the case, and think of some of the spices that are in that fare, and some of the condiments and some of the toppings that are in that kind of cuisine. Because what you'll find is if you do that, especially to chicken, it's interesting how chicken sort of plays
a role. You
can mix it up more so than you can beef. And of course we love that it's healthier for you as well. So here's what we're going to do, and I want to talk a little bit about chicken and how you make a burger. A lot of people don't make chicken burgers because they don't think they're flavorful. So I'm going to try and show you how to make them more flavorful, and how to make it easy. So we're going to do a basic chicken burger first, and then we're going to add all the flavor and the topping. So what I'm adding here is 1.5 cups of an Italian breadcrumb. Now why I love this is because now you don't have to fool around with a lot of spice. It's spiced already.
Unless you want the spice.
Unless you want the spice. So if I was doing like an Indian version of this, I might put in garam masala or curry. You know, so go play for it. You know, just go for it. But in the meantime, you can have a very plain burger, and you can add all these amazing toppings.
Okay. Because a lot of kids do like, you know, some more of the bland.
More of the plain, and then it's kind of versatile. So what we're going to do is we're making a panade. And this is really important for a chicken burger. And what a panade is just all it is breadcrumbs and milk. So we just, it helps the texture, and it helps them.
Bind it all together.
Yes, it helps bind it all together, but it also helps keep it moist. Because chicken, especially extra lean ground chicken, can be really dry. So that's it. We've had a couple of eggs in there. We've got 1/2 cup of milk, 1.5 cups of the Italian breadcrumbs, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce to give it a little bit of zing. And you're going to mix that all up.
Now, are the kids in here at this point loving this part of the process?
You can do that. It depends on, it's age appropriate. So if your kids want to get in and do this is a great, like there's no cutting and chopping. Like what a great thing to give your kids to do. And I always say early on, get your kids' hands in the gunky food. Make them connect to the food, That's really important.
Or they're going to turn out like me, people. Get them in there. Get those hands dirty.
All we're going to do is do that. Then we're going to take, here's the burgers that are already done. Now, there's 2 great methods of cooking burgers. One of them is a grill pan. People, if you do not have a grill pan, get a grill pan,
There you go.
They are fabulous.
Well, it just means you can barbecue all year round.
It does, and you cook it at a fairly. I'm just bringing up the heat, then I'm going to lower the heat. But what is fabulous is it has that fabulous grill mark on it, You do these, and then you just move them, rotate them, and you've got these fabulous grill marks. Now, if you don't have a grill pan, it's okay. Here's the next best thing that you want to do. You put a third of a cup. I know I've done this before, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's amazing. The reason people don't grill burgers in the oven is because they hate the smell and the smoke and the mess.
Yeah.
Okay? So you put a third of a cup of salt in the bottom of a pan on foil.
Yeah.
You put a cooling rack over top, 475 degrees. Burgers go on 20 minutes, and they are perfect.
What does the salt do?
The salt absorbs all the spit.
Okay.
Which means you don't have the smell in your house, you don't have it spitting all over your stove and so on. It's fabulous.
All right.
So if you don't have a grill pan, that's the great way to do it.
And easy cleanup with the aluminum foil.
Easy cleanup. At the end, you'll notice that the salt has absorbed all the fat and the spit and whatever. You literally fold it up, throw it away. So look at some of the toppings that we've done.
Okay, so who wins this challenge? What's the first one? What's in the first one there?
Well, we actually had a mini competition in our house just to decide what we were doing here.
Yeah.
This is hoisin sauce with cabbage and red onion on the chicken burger. Melted cheese, a nice sharp cheddar with bacon and barbecue sauce.
That's my choice.
And then we've got a wasabi mayo with caramelized and crispy onions. Ooh. So, I mean, and all of them are unbelievable. And then you can just serve it with a nice simple salad. Yum, great competition, lots of fun.